All right, today we're going to talk about using intercepts to help us to graph and come up with the equations. So what we need to identify are what the intercepts are. So when we talk about the x-intercept, we're talking about the place where the line crosses the x-axis. So I'm just going to define them here. So x-intercept, and I'll use an abbreviation, is where and you will always have an ordered pair that has some number for x, but the y is equal to 0 because it hasn't gone either up or down, positive or negative, in the coordinate plane. Therefore, the y-intercept, which is something we've already talked about a little bit, is where the line crosses the y-axis. So in this case, we'll have a 0 in place of x and some number in place of y. We used that concept of y-intercept when we were finding our function rule, because we would just take the x in that table and make it a 0 and kind of looked at how was the y changing or the coefficient of x changing in our rule, and then just backed it up 1 or subtracted it instead of added it. Okay? So let's look at our first example. We need to find the intercepts of the graph of 2y is equal to x plus 2. In this case, you don't have to put it in function form to do this, but you can if you want to. Okay? What I like to do is literally just substitute in a 0. So when I am finding the x-intercept, I will plug in a 0 for y. So I start out with the equation. And then I come over here and substitute in 0. So 2 times 0 is 0, is equal to x plus 2. Now I'm solving for x to find out what. So subtract 2 from both sides. So negative 2 equals x. Therefore, I have the ordered pair of negative 2, comma, 0, and that is called the x-intercept. For the y-intercept, I want to plug in 0 for the x-coordinate. So 2y equals x plus 2. So in this case, my ordered pair is 0, comma, positive 1. So x-intercept equals this ordered pair, and the y-intercept equals this ordered pair. Okay, when you want to graph the equation using the intercepts from example 1, first remember what they are, or if I give you an equation, find them. So we know that the x-intercept is negative 2, 0, and the y-intercept is 0, comma 1. So we will graph these 2 points. So at negative 2, 0 would be here, and at 0, comma 1 would be here. And all you need to graph a line is at least 2 points, and then use a straight edge to draw the line through those 2 points. We're going to try another example. The last example today. While at the beach, You can rent a boogie board for $1 per hour or a surfboard for $2 per hour. You have $10 to spend. We want to write and graph an equation describing the possible combination of hours for X renting the boogie board and for Y renting the surfboard. So we have $1 per hour for X, so we would have 1X, so your equation, plus $2 per hour for the surfboard has to be $10. Again, finding the intercepts, we could substitute in a 0 for Y. So for the X intercept, we have 1X plus 2 times 0 equals 10. So X equals 10. Our ordered pair is 10, 0. For our Y intercept, we would put X equal to 0. So 1 times 0 plus 2Y equals 10. So 2Y equals 10, or Y equals 5. You're dividing both sides by 2. So we would have a 0, 5. And then on the graph, we might have to extrapolate here even and make this go a little bit farther this way. So 7, then 8, 9, 10. We'll put this right here. I'll change the color of it then. So our point would be right there. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay, and then our that's our x-intercept, and the y-intercept intersects up here. So we draw the line. Again, that's one straight edge. Comes in handy. My line is definitely not straight, but a ruler would help with that tremendously.